What's up? What's up? What's poppin'? Hey, it's Nate Dogg, 916, coming at you live from Sacramento. Hey, I hear a lot of people talking about the kind of prison time they did. And I decided I need to make a video about this, right? Because what you got to understand is all prison time ain't the same. Everybody that go to prison, mental isn't the same. Everybody that get out of prison, mental ain't the same. And the levels do matter to a certain extent, but at the same time, the people matter even more. You feel me? So, just because somebody did prison time doesn't make you a gangster. Doing prison times means you was a criminal. You did a crime. You was convicted of a crime, so you went to prison. That's the only thing for sure that every person who's ever been to prison has in common. Right? You got to remember that. Remember that first. Yes, you obviously committed a crime. But just like there's levels to prison, it's levels to criminals or people convicted of crimes, right? Not trying to put any labels on anybody, right? So let's break it down, right? So you might have stolen a car, for instance, got convicted, sent to prison. Does that make you a killer? Does that make you a gangster? Now let's talk about how people do their time. I'll let that other stuff sink in. Y'all think on that for a second, right? So let's talk about how people do their time, right? There's different levels to how people do their time. Let's say first you got the religious individuals, right? The non-affiliated religious individuals, right? And I'm not gonna say any specific religion because there's so many. However, I will say that most people who are doing their time on the religious level, they basically come to yard, work out, some of them, not all of them. Come to yard, they really just come to yard, get together with their other religious brothers, and have religious meetings, or church, so to speak, because obviously two or more in the name of God is church, correct? Okay, so have their church meetings, have their meetings, and then go back in, right? That's how they do their time, predominantly, right? No matter what level, predominantly that's how they do their time. Then you got the legal beagle guys, right? The law library guys, right? And some of these guys are affiliated. It's not just all non-affiliates that are the legal beagle guys, right? But every time you see these guys, when you see them on the yard, you see them with their legal work in their hand, those little brown file of facts folder things, look like an accordion on the side. They usually have those in their hands, walking back and forth to the law library, or sitting somewhere going over some legal work with somebody else who's on that type of time, right? Okay. Then you got the gang members, right? Gang members, period, right? Because there's levels to that too, right? You got the gang members that they'll come out, they'll go to their allocated gang area, and they'll tap in with the homies, let them know they're on the yard, and half the time they'll either go play basketball or just stand around all day, right? That's the first level, right? or try to find where they can get some drink, or find a way where they can find some tree or some kind of mind-altering substance, right? Then you got the what I call basically the convicts, right? The convicts, the convict gang members, right? These guys, they come out, they check in at their designated area like they're supposed to. They get their count. You know what I mean? If those of y'all who don't know what getting a count means, it means you ain't never been to prison. If you ain't never been to prison, I advise you not to go. Shout out to Joe T. Baker. If y'all don't know who Joe T. Baker is, go look him out. JB3, Joe T. Baker on YouTube. But if you've never been to prison, I advise you not to go. Had to steal your little phrase, bro. But these guys get their count and they go immediately to the bars, right? Or back in the days, the weight pile, whatever. And they spend pretty much their entire day working out and watching. Working out and watching, right? They're getting their workout in and watching everything. They'll do however many sets. They'll hit a lap on the track, paying attention to everything while they walk in that track. Come back. These are the guys that. Now let's go back a little bit. Those first gang members I talked about, those are the guys. They're on the yard the whole time, and if anything pops off, predominantly they're going to participate, right? Predominantly, for the most part, and this is of all races. Predominantly, they're going to participate. You know, this next group, the ones that are on the yard working out the whole time and paying attention to everything, they're going to be pretty much the ones that start the thing kicking off. They're going to be the first ones. They're going to be the front liners. They're going to be the ones really going out there and getting it, right? Not trying to stay away from it, not trying to avoid it, but actively looking for it, right? They'll be the ones actively looking for any issues and looking to address them, right? Before they are addressed upon them, basically. Then you got the OGs. Gang related and not gang related. You got the OGs. The OGs that come out always got a cup of coffee. They don't really work out on the yard a lot. For the most part, they do their workouts in the cell. They do most of their working out in the cell. Yeah, they do most of their working out in the cell. And if they do work out in the yard, a lot of the times they keep their jacket, their old school jean jacket on the whole time. Because they're not the type that get off after doing a set and do all that flexing and showing off and all. They're not trying to show everybody what's up underneath that jacket. And half the time they're concealing something else under that jacket other than their muscles. But they're not the showboaty type. They're the type that'll go up there and do 50 pull-ups and you'd be like, how the OG? Yeah. But one thing, after they do their workout, if they do work out, they're going to be sitting with some other OGs just chilling in the cut. And you wonder why they just sitting over there. Like I said before, those guys that work out all day and pay attention, all these OGs do is pay attention to everything, from the guards to the staff to the inmates to the other races. They're paying attention to everything. They're not missing a thing. And they throughout their time, they find select younger gentlemen and they pull them to the side and they pull them under their wing and they lace them up. And they let them know what it is and give them the game that they already had acquired in life. You know, and hopefully, in some instances, it makes them more intelligent and makes them be able to navigate that world a whole lot better. So when you hear somebody say, I did all this time, I did all that time, and doing a whole bunch of time don't mean nothing. How did you do that time? How did you do your time? That's the main question. You might have did a bunch of time, but how did you do it? That's the even bigger question. Did you stay in your cell, or was you outside front line? That would be my question. And where did you do your time? Camp Snoopy, or somewhere where it was cracking? And all level 4s wasn't cracking. So anybody saying level 4, just level 4, all the level 4s wasn't cracking. Because even myself, I've been on a level 4 that was nice, as what we call a program yard. I mean, at one point. I've been to other ones, of course, but I was on one time. I did more time. I did a lot of time. Not a lot of time. I did a cool little chunk of years on a program yard. I mean, I got in some trouble there, but well, that's why I got kicked out of there. But yeah. But I thought this would be a cool little video to share with you guys. Hopefully you guys like it. Any other questions? Any other videos you guys want to see? New subscribers? Go in the comments. Let me know. You can go to my IG at Nate.dog916. Y'all have a great day. If y'all don't say nothing, do nothing else, stay loyal. And I just want to give a shout out to the Oak Park homies. I'm out here in the neighborhood right now. I'm working, obviously, but I'm on a break right now because I got to wait for the place to open. But, seen a couple people out here. It's all love, you know what I mean? I feel comfortable being outside at night in my city because I'm from my city, man. 916, stand up.